And welcome, Sherman. Thanks so much for joining us. We sure appreciate it. We are beginning a new series today on the good life. It's based on a recent study. Tell us about that study.
Well, we define what we mean by the good life, Kirsten, and you and I were talking about the differences in our ages here. And so MetLife Insurance Company has a group called the MetLife Mature Age Research Group, and they did a study last year in 2009 where they talked about 1.6 million people, ages from 25 up to 74, and they wanted to see, was there a difference in what you wanted and what you thought would make your life very good as to what someone 24 or 25 want, or someone 40 would want. And it was a follow-up study to one they did the year before, where they just did the age group from 45 to 74. And so they found some things there, and then they wanted to go back and put that into even a younger group and see what they came up with.
Okay, so what did they find when it comes to these age groups and the differences of what do people in fact want?
You know, surprisingly, they were very similar. Things at different times in life, but we'll talk about them in a minute. But they found that pretty much we all want, we define a good life as pretty much the same. What they found, though, is that at different stages of our life, like one of the things might be financial security. You know, maybe when you're younger, you're more concerned about that than you are as you're older, or something like that you're working on at different times.
Now, is there one thing that both age groups want?
They did, and it was family and relationships. Doesn't surprise me on the one hand. On the other hand, growing up, you know, in this generation, when I was younger, you know, most families were pretty close-knit as far as, you know, you didn't move that far away. You kind of stayed within an area. And now, you know, families are spread all over the United States and the world, for that matter. But they still, even the younger group says that, you know, having family and meaningful relationships is just very, very important to them. And I think that's good to hear, because sometimes you look at the younger group and you think, well, you know, where are they going? But they probably thought that about us too when we were younger.
So what do you think we can learn from this study?
Well, I think we can learn, you know, that. We also learned that besides, you know, wanting family and relationships, they all want financial freedom. They want to be able to kind of choose to do what they want to do when they want to do. They want good physical and mental health. And, you know, we're seeing a little more emphasis put on health and stuff now. And then they all need to have a sense of meaning or purpose in their life. We need to feel like that somehow our lives have made a difference. And I'm glad to see that in the younger group, too. I think it's an interesting study to kind of contrast it out through the years and see we haven't changed that much.
And I'm sure, too, as people are growing older, they still want to feel that purpose. I mean, is that one area that you find that people, when they're in their retirement, struggle with, because suddenly they don't have the job, they don't have the things that maybe they found their purpose in?
Purpose is always important, no matter where you are, even if you're in a nursing home. If you can just make phone calls to someone, it's important to know you're making a difference.
All right, well, Sherman, we sure appreciate you being with us. And, of course, if you have any questions about this topic or any other topic relating to retirement, just email Sherman at news9.net.